Is it so much to ask for a decent free running game? Mirror's Edge proved the potential of free running until it threw endless indoor sections at us. And now Cloudbuilt from Swedish studio Coilworks once again tries to replicate the endless joy of free running and jumping around in a grand open space. However, it falls short of these lofty ambitions. You play a soldier as she wall runs, double jumps, and generally boosts around a war-torn environment represented by abstract platforms floating around in the air. In theory, this should be a thrilling opportunity to jump around in a space unfettered by logic. And indeed, you have more than one way to get around certain sections on a map, and this sort of lives up to the potential. However, it's the design that sort of fails to live up to the dream. Cloudbuilt's controls are loose. More often than not, I found myself just face planting into a wall instead of running along it. And towards the later stages of the game, whenever I passed a section, it felt more like a glitch, more than an actual accomplishment on my part. And then there are the enemies, who just more often than not just fall out of nowhere, knock you off a platform and into the abyss. You could try to shoot them, but your gun is weak and it is slow. You can try just free running away from them, but you'll most likely run out of energy and fall into the abyss. And this is my real issue with Cloudbuilt. On one hand, it wants to be a fast-paced action runner, but the controls just can't keep up and there are too many gotcha moments. On the other hand, you could say that Cloudbuilt also wants to be a slower paced puzzle platformer, but you move around fast, and the game also grades you at the end of every level based on how fast you go. And towards the end of the game, the difficulty just spikes to the point where the controls and the mechanics just can't keep up with the level design, and I have to say at this point that I just cannot finish Cloudbuilt despite my best efforts. And sure, if one were to invest hours and hours into learning the mechanics, one could have a better experience than me. The speedrunner community has proven this. But for me and for you, if Cloudbuilt wants us to invest so much time in this game, it just needs to have better, more tight design and just be generally more accessible. Cloudbuilt in the end is just an exercise in lost potential. It is death by 1,000 small design decisions. And it just leaves me still asking the question, is it really so much to ask for a decent free running game?